Hi, this is Britt Carr from Advanced Authoring. I am the creative director, and I wanted to show one of the projects that we worked on recently for Art Institutes Online. This is the Virtual Studio. The objective of this game is to teach photography students about electrical components that are used in Photography Studio and how to solve problems that would occur in a real-life situation. So the premise of the situation is there is a model arriving in 10 minutes and you have to go through the studio and make sure everything is set up. Once we click on OK, it's going to remind the students that they need to check the Test My Setup in order to go through and double check to make sure everything's happening correctly, and that's the evaluation portion of the game. It lets them know what they've missed, but also right here it tells them to start with the power pack, because that's the first step that they're supposed to do in any kind of problem-solving situation. Now if we launch this, we go into a 3D mode, and we'll see that everything here in the studio that's related to the electronic portion of the photography studio is interactive. Now, since we're supposed to start with the power pack, we can go through. This loads up a random situation. Sometimes these cords might be plugged in. Sometimes the circuit breaker might be tripped. Sometimes the power is on, sometimes the power is off. So what we have to do is go through, and it looks like just about everything is a problem here with this one. So what we have to do is plug it in first, and once we plug it in, we have to make sure that the power is on. We have to actually plug in the cables to the what are called soft boxes, which are the actual flashes. And it looks like we should be ready to go there. So now I'm going to head back into the studio mode, and I'm going to check the breaker box to make sure that everything is working there, and it looks like some of our outlets are not on, and that's going to be a problem. And let's see if the mains are on. No, the mains are not on as well, so that could have been a problem. And again, all these problems are random. Also right here we can see that the power cord to the power pack is not plugged in. So if we connect the electric cable, we can go back and we can see that that's now done. It looks like the lights are working, so that's not any big deal, but there's two components to the light, so we need to go in and check them both. We can see here that the element of the bulb is broken. Now this is also a random function. There are two lights here, and both of them could be burnt out. Now I can tell by looking at the modeling light, which is the bigger light, it's okay, but one of the things that we need to do is actually remove that. And then come through, remove the smaller bulb, throw it away, get a new bulb, there we go, and install it, and then put our modeling light back into place. Now, looks like we should already be set up. Let's check this light just to make sure. Okay, we've got our cords taped down, and that's a safety procedure that has to be done. Let's go through and make sure that our flash is working. There's a little status light right there that indicates whether or not everything is working, and it looks like the battery is dead. So we can click the battery. There we go. It looks like the flash is working. We're going to come back. We're going to test. Still have plenty of time. And it looks like I've done everything correctly. If I haven't, it would tell me which things I've missed, and I would have to go back and actually set those up in the proper order. So that was the online activity for Art Institutes Online called the Virtual Studio. Thanks for watching. I'm Britt Carr.